So a big show coming to Leeds Grand from the 16th to 27th of June. It is the one, the only Mamma Mia, Sarah Earnshaw. Tanya is with us.
Yeah.
What a show to be in. What an iconic show.
Oh,
What's it feel like to be in that show?
I love it. It is iconic, and it's one of those shows that's been running for years and years and years, and it still sells out wherever it goes. People still love it. It's one of my favorite jobs I've ever done, and I've been really lucky. I've been all over the world with it. I've toured throughout Asia, and I've been to China and India and Europe, and it's just been the most sensational time.
Is it very different when you're doing in different parts of the world doing it?
Yeah, I think the audience react differently. I think the one thing that happens everywhere you go is that everyone is always on their feet at the end. They just love it. I think the humor, that's where it kind of, the Brits really get the humor. And maybe not necessarily so in other countries, there are language barriers to think about, but the essence of the show and the heart of the show, I think, always reaches people.
And the audience is fairly feisty some of the time there. Is that
Can
fun
be.
to have a sort of feisty audience where they're
Yeah,
getting
I
really
mean,
into it?
we get people that are just really up for a great night out. So I'm fine with that. I like it when the audience are quite loud and
Yeah.
vocal because it gives me something back and it gives me something to play off. And I really enjoy that. I mean, sometimes if they're singing along so loud you can't hear us, that's not ideal. But at the end, they can sing as much as they like.
Because it's become a sort of thing that particularly sort of a lot of girls' parties come to Mamma Mia. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
they
Is
do.
that is now a sort of a thing that goes on.
Yeah, 100%. And I think it's firstly because they love the music, but I also think that they love the female friendships that are represented in Mamma Mia. And I think the women, the characters are right at the forefront of the story and the plot, and we drive it forward. So I think that other women really love that and see that. And that's why they want to come and watch it.
Must be great to be the stars of that show. You are driving it forward because, of course, no, I'm never quite sure. And I was talking to Lady Watt about this, and I was just saying, I don't know if she's really wants to like the younger guy in Mamma Mia. She feels as though that's a bit wrong, and is trying to put
Yeah,
him off.
I think so. I think she's sort of attracted his attention and go, "Oh no, I can't go there," and she just tries to get rid very quickly. She's too busy with her very, very rich, wealthy men to be bothering with a 20-year-old.
Yeah, I mean, do you have any personal experience of either the younger guys or the very rich men?
Oh, I couldn't possibly tell you that on the radio. I'd go the older, to be honest, rather than the younger.
Yeah, have the money. So it's a massive team goes around. Is it like sort of joining the circus when you join Mamma Mia?
It's like a big touring village. That's what it is. It's like we're all part of a. It's a cliche. We're all part of a family, and that is how it is. Yeah, it's that big show on the road, going all over the world, all over the UK. We're all in it together. We've got little clubs and little things that entertain us, and yeah, it's a lot of
Do you
fun.
all
It's a
live it?
lot
I
of
mean,
fun.
I guess I don't know. Do you all live in one big house, or do you all sort of
No.
split around?
Oh no, I couldn't cope with that. No, so it works differently in the UK to when we're abroad. When we're abroad, we're all in hotels, usually the same hotel, but obviously we've all got our own rooms and our own
Yeah,
space. And then in the UK, we book our own
yeah.
accommodation. So I like to be in a self-contained flat on my own. I don't really necessarily share with my castmates. I'm a little bit too old for
So
that now.
now you're coming to Yorkshire, of course, and Leeds in June. Couple of weeks here,
Yes,
which is going to be
yes.
fantastic.
Yeah, it's my
Oh, yeah.
hometown. Yeah, born and raised. So I can't wait to come back. I moved away from Leeds when I was 18 when I went to drama school, but coming back is always my favourite. It's always my favourite stop of the tour. Leeds, love it. My hometown.
Does that mean you're staying somewhere at home?
Yeah, yeah. So I'll be with the family. Yeah, so that'll be nice.
Because you still live here, do you?
No, I don't know. I now live in Suffolk, but my family are all still here.
So you're going to be staying at their place
Yeah,
in
so I'll
in the
be coming
spare
home.
room.
Yeah, yeah. In my old room where I grew up, my
I don't
teenage
know.
bedroom.
Is that going to be okay? Because when you stay at relatives' houses, like Christmas time, 2 or 3 days is kind of enough, isn't it?
Yeah, but
You
that's
got
true.
you
But
got.
I'll be out at work the majority of the time, so there'll be no problems there.
And does that mean? I guess they're all going to be coming seeing you.
Yeah,
show
yeah,
in
they're all
Leeds.
booked in, so that's great. Yeah, I think my mum's coming about 4 times, so
What's that like? What's it
she's
like having your family? And does that make it a bit
I
different?
love it. It's really nice. Family, friends, anybody really that you know. It's just a really nice lift because obviously we do this every day, but it's to strangers, and that is equally brilliant. But having your family in it makes it more special, and yeah, I love that.
So you moved out of Leeds to go to drama school, I presume, down
I
south, did
did,
you?
yeah. Yes. So I was at drama school for 3 years and then I was working in London for a really long time. So I stayed down there. And it's just easier. The sort of like distance to London is easier if you're down south. So I've remained there. But who knows in the future? You never know. It might be a big Yorkshire return for
Get one
me.
of those move to the country type things. You have to do
Yeah.
that, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
We'll
My
see you
grand
on
return.
we'll see one of those telly shows doing that. Okay. And would you remember seeing Mamma Mia for the first time?
Yes, I do. I worked as an usher front of house on Mamma Mia when I was 20. So that was several years ago. Yeah, so I saw it and I watched it almost every day because I was working there. I worked there for a couple of months when I was just coming out of drama school. So I knew it really, really well. And I remember when I started this 3 years ago and we were starting rehearsals, I remember thinking, I know what's next. I'm going to go over there because I could remember it. I could remember the structure of it because I'd watched it so many times from the front.
That's a pretty good thing.
Yeah.
Was it Tanya you fancied? You're going to say yes, of course, but was it Tanya you fancied as a part?
No, absolutely not. Because when I was watching it, I was 20 and Tanya was an old woman to me at that
Yeah.
point. I wanted to be Sophie, the young ingenue. And now here I am, absolutely not the ingenue anymore.
What happened there? I've got no idea what happened there. And
Well, 22 years went by, sadly.
yeah. Is there on the sort of the gangs you got in the cast and the thing? So is there like you older ones and then the
Yeah,
young
there's the old
kids?
camp and the young camp. But to be fair, it varies from year to year because we get different people in all the time. But we have a quite a well balanced relationship set up in this company. The young and the young and the old. We do mingle. So that so that is nice. Yeah.
Okay. And are you on this for forever? Who knows how long? But you're on for a
So
long time.
this current contract is ending in August, and then I will possibly can't disclose, but
Hmm.
possibly carrying on after that. So I've been in it for 3.5 years so far.
Yeah. How do you keep it fresh every day? Because you've done it a few times now.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
repetition is a big thing in musical theatre. But I think you have to go out there and think every night, those people have paid a lot of money to watch this show. You can't give them the performance that you did last year. You have to go out there and keep it fresh every day. And I really love it, if I'm honest. And I think the music is a big lift. So as soon as that overture starts up, I'm out there and I'm happy and I'm having a lovely time. So I hope I give every audience the same show as I did, 3 years ago.
I mean, do you know how many people come to that show not knowing much about it? Because I think 99% of the audience must know what they're going into, surely.
Yeah, do you know what? One of the slogans on the marketing is something like "You already know you're going to love it," and that that is true. People know what it is now. It's been going for a really long time. The movies are massive. You know the music, but I do think in this sort of climate where money is, it's tight. You kind of want to spend your money on something you know you're going to love it. You know you're going to enjoy it, and I think that's what happens, and that's why it sells out. They know they're going to have a good time, and they do, and we have to make sure that we keep that standard up every single night.
Okay, and do people have you ever managed to make it your own? Because we've all seen that movie on the
Mm.
telly because it's played about every 2 days.
Yeah.
To make it yours as opposed to Christine's.
Yeah, well, the thing is, the show was first
Yeah,
anyway. The
that's right. Yeah,
musical was
yeah.
the first thing. So the script is not that version, but it is difficult because she is so brilliant and it's so funny and vivacious and wonderful. So it is difficult to make sure that it's your own and you want to give them what they expect, but you also can't be a carbon copy. And I think it's just I take it back to the roots. I actually give a little bit. I don't do a northern accent, but I feel like I am a little bit of the northern Sarah. I think that I'm a Tanya with new money. I don't believe that I have been rich all my life. I think I have married well. Um, so I try and give it
Married
my
married
own
well a
thing.
few
Yeah,
times. And there's one
I'd
or
say
two.
3 times.
Have any of the ABBA team come to see you?
I have never met the Aberdeen, which I'm absolutely devastated about. I thought we did the 20th anniversary show of the tour in Dublin at the Three Arena. I thought if they're going to come anywhere, they'll come here. And when we were in Sweden, I also thought this is prime. They absolutely should come to Sweden to see it to see us. But when I've not met them, I hope I will. I hope I will at some point. I'd love to.
But the most important thing that in Leeds, your mum's coming 4 times.
Exactly. So that's all that matters really, isn't it? And my granny's coming as well, so that'll be nice. They'll be all there.
You tell them not to misbehave. There we
I
go.
will.
So 16th to 27th of June, Leeds Grand Theatre. Sarah Earnshaw, of course. Tanya from Yorkshire is on stage. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.